peace, love, and light. Let's keep saying it till we all get it right. Welcome to my channel. I am Infamous Q, ready to talk to you about some more fun subjects. The wonderful subject of interracial dating. And I'm talking about this today because when I was at lunch, I was trying to watch a video. I watched some of the YouTubers that I like to watch, and I ran across this one video. Who's this lady? Her channel is called Miriam's Joyful Life, and she's a Christian lady. She is a Nigerian woman, I believe. She's Nigerian, and she's married to a Caucasian male. And if you knew my channel, which I haven't had a whole lot of videos, I haven't had a whole lot about interracial dating, but I, at this juncture in my life, believe that Black people in general need to date their own race, and that's for a lot of reasons. And I'm gonna talk a little bit about the one huge reason why. And the lady from Miriam's Joyful Life, she put out a video because what's been trending on social media, I guess on Facebook and all the other videos, is this one interracial couple who have separated. And I've been seeing little stuff about it, and I'm like, oh boy, here we go. So I usually like to have a little snack while I'm doing my video lately. So I have today some ice cream. It's actually like a sorbet, and it's this black cherry, and it's delicious. So I'm gonna have that. Yum. Oh my God, to die for. Anyway, back to Miriam. She did a video where, from the beginning, when I opened the video, it was titled Jaime and Nikki. And let me do a little backstory quickly. Jaime and Nikki are an interracial couple. They live over in Australia, and Jaime is Caucasian, and Nikki is, I believe she's from Sudan. And she has like beautiful, rich, deep chocolate skin like the people over in Sudan. And I think she used to be a model, and after she got married, she kind of stopped doing modeling. I think she did a couple things here and there, and she's just a homemaker. She has 2 children now by her husband, and I think they've been married for at least 5 years or something like that. But anyway, the deal is, it looks like they broke up or something. So all her fans that are on YouTube are like going crazy, like trying to figure out what's going on with them, because they're not really just haven't come out and stated what the real deal is. And what I've learned just from watching other people who are talking about it is that they have separated, but they haven't said why. They just said that all the rumors that are going on out there are not true. So they'll come on and tell what they need to tell about what's going on with them. But people are talking about, on social media, that Jaime has unfriended her husband, and that he's unfriended her, and that they're not following each other on social media sites. And like, she has a sister who's real popular now, and who's climbing up the model industry pretty well. Her name is Ducky, and she was on her sister's channel many times with her husband. They've done stuff together with just the 2 of them, as sisters traveling and stuff. So long story short, everybody's unfollowed everybody, so people are thinking, oh wow, something bad has happened, they're probably gonna divorce or whatever. Anyway, they just announced through a text video that they are separated and respect their privacy. Anyway, I'm just like, wow. It just shows how much Black women, and when I say Black women, I mean African and African American women, Black women, love this channel. I used to watch. I think I started watching like way back when they first met, and I saw their whole proposal and that sort of thing, and I was like, oh wow, he really loves her, blah blah blah. And I just think that a lot of times we as Black women are obsessed with interracial dating. I've never dated outside my race. And when I was younger, what did I do? I guess I liked or kind of had, crushes on people who were not, Black or whatever, but I've never actually dated a white person or anybody outside the Black race. So with that said, and it's not a bad thing if you do. My thing that I like to say about it is just know who you are as a black person, whether you from the United States or other parts of Africa or the world. Just know who you are as a black person and make sure you mesh that with your relationship, because what I see a lot of times is black people who will strip themselves of their own identity and they just do whatever the culture is of the person that they're connected to, who is a non-black person. And I don't like that, because I feel like you lose a part of yourself, or maybe you're doing it on purpose or whatever the case may be. But I just feel like I can't date anybody outside my race unless they understand the struggle of my race and they're able to dialogue and talk about that and understand it on a level at least equivalent to mine, my experiences. So if they're not open to dialogue about black issues and things like that, and then we can't be together. So anyway, and I'm not really looking for that, but it's just interesting that I had started watching a lot of interracial relationships, because my initial curiosity is, do these women really love these men, and vice versa, you know? So just kind of looking in on the relationship and seeing how they interact with each other and that sort of thing. And a lot of times, you know, you just see the goody stuff, because nobody just wants to put all their negativity out on social media. You want things to appear to be wonderful, beautiful. You want to, you know, you want to show the things that are good. You know, even I posted like on Facebook things, great things that have happened with my family, my kids, or whatever. So with that said, I just feel like mostly the women that watch these channels are black women and women from America and from different parts of the world who are African women. And I feel like they idealize these types of relationships. And one thing that I've seen, like this woman, Miriam, with her channel, she's married, like I said, to a white guy. When you see them together, they look like opposites, completely attract. They don't look like they would ever even be attracted to each other, but you know, they met and knew each other from college. I think they were both athletes, and he asked her out, blah blah blah. Anyway, they're married. But one thing I've noticed about African women is that they sometimes, and I've heard African people who have YouTube videos talk about the way that some Africans kind of put white people up on a pedestal. And it's not to say that African Americans don't do that either. I think it's just done in a different way. It's done almost in a mentality, like in African people, like they just stop what they're doing if a white person comes their way and they willing to just help them, like, ooh, let me help the white person, you know. And I think in America, it's more like you just trying to keep up with them, you know, for those who do that, because I don't care to. I'm not, you know, I'm my own competition. I'm not trying to keep up with anybody. But I think a lot of blacks try to mimic and do the same things, or try to keep up with, you know, what they're doing. And that's a whole nother thing. But I'm just tapping lightly on this because it just kind of, it kind of disgusted me how Miriam was crying about Nikki and Jaime's breakup or separation. And, you know, she said that she's a Christian woman. So she was like, I'm just praying for them and they've been on my mind. And, you know, and I get up in the middle of the night, if I'm thinking about them, I pray for them, you know, and I'm like, why is this couple on your mind in the middle of the night? Like, what is that all about? Anyway,